Howdy do, partners. It's your old cowpoke friend, Dread BC, with another spicy brew today. Oh god, there's no way I could continue talking like that. New deck just came up with. It seriously was an idea that I came up with last night before going to sleep, and then when I wake up today, I see that I have to cast 20 creature spells as my daily quest. And the deck that I'm looking at is not Omniscience Mill, it is Bant Heroes. So, it's going to be, obviously, a creature-heavy deck. What we're trying to do is just get as much value as we can out of Hero of Precinct One, while also running other creatures that have value to them. We'll just go top to bottom, and I'll explain my choices. Flower and Flourish, the dual... It's okay to play this on turn 1 to make sure you hit your land drops, as well as play it on turn 6 as your finisher. Just all-around good card. Hero of Precinct 1, the obvious namesake, well, half of the namesake of the deck. 4 Depose Deploy. Taps creatures down, draws cards, makes hero tokens just in the event that you need to do that. Also the Deploy. You can create blockers and gain life for the number of creatures you control. Another, if you ploy, if you'll pardon my pun there, against the red decks. A little bit of life gain, a little bit of blocking. Find and Finality as just value to get creatures back, obviously. I did include 1 black source just in the event we need to cast Finality. I hope it never comes to that, but there's a black source just in case. 3 Emmara, because let me tell you something. This card should say green-white duress, because all it does is it takes a bolt or a kill spell out of their hand. It becomes a huge issue for them very early on. Also creates soldiers that have lifelink as a hedge against the red. Shanna, Sisay's Legacy, just when you're going wide, this is a 2-cost 4/4 5/5 stuff like that. I mean, it's basically a standard version of Tarmogoyf. Deputy of Detention, we know what this one's for. This one is the benefit of being able to remove things, and if we're playing against someone who's playing like goblin tokens or other soldier tokens, this removes the tokens permanently, but it also deals with other problematic permanents like planeswalkers that we don't have a lot of answers to. Speaking of planeswalkers, we have 2 Dovins in here because his -1 ability creates a dude and gains his life. That's the hedge against red. Not to mention, he's a good way to dig if you need to later on. If you've gone wide, you can +1 attack, next turn draw 3 cards, basically. Knight of Autumn, just an all-around good, versatile creature that does everything you need it to. Gains life against aggro, kills problematic artifacts and enchantments, and then just becomes a 4/3 body if you need it against, say, control. Trostani Discordant, another one that eats a lot of removal, so I went ahead and included 3 copies despite the fact that she is legendary. Makes lifelink tokens and then makes the lifelink tokens even better. She makes 5 power and 9 toughness when she comes into play for 5, not bad. 4 Hydroid Krasis, because you can play it early, mid, and late game and still get value out of it as long as you're playing it for at least 4. If you play it for... as long as you're playing it for at least 2. X equals 2, so 4 mana. I was kind of right. If you just replace it and gain 1 life off it, it's fine sometimes. What you really want to do is make X equal 4, because then you're drawing 2, gaining 2, and it's replacing itself plus a card. So, I mean, we know what the card does. I don't need to go into too much about it. And 2 March of the Multitudes. Now, there's a lot of spells. We don't run a ton of creatures. 7, 10, 14... what is it, about 23 creatures, something like that. So, I mean, it's pretty creature heavy, but I kind of want to see what it's up to. And if you'll notice, there's a black mana symbol in the deck box, so I can actually call this Dark Bant Heroes, because I remember there was an old, when Bant first came out, there was an old one that splashed, very mildly splashed black for 1 card, and I don't remember what it was, and they called it Dark Bant, and I was just like, oh yes, I like that name. Now, what I don't like is this hand. I'm going to have to mulligan this. We are missing a mana color, and I don't want to shock on turn 1 to get that color and then not have anything to do for the next 2 turns. We're going to mulligan this. I think I'm going to keep this because of the scry and the draw, but that's mainly because I don't want to go to 5, and we do have our colors at least. So, no, I need something cheaper than that too. Playing against Guild Gates. Hey, there's our turn 2, hopefully. Of course, playing against guild gates, they're going to have board sweeps. Luckily, we have Deputy of Detention to take out their guild summits. Maybe not. Could be wrong. Let's see what they got going on over there. No Essence Scatter, or Essence Capture, obviously. No, Mortify. Okay, see? That's what I'm telling you. That card just eats one every time. Well, they're tapped out. Let's just go Forest, Dovin, make a dude. Playing a Planeswalker into an empty board. Always good. The Esper colors aren't known for their haste. And do they really want to spend a card getting rid of a 1/1? Maybe. We'll see. I mean, if they play like a Chupacabra, then it's obviously a, you know, not a terrible play. Let's, make a dude again. I don't think I want to play Deputy of Detention into an empty board. See if they've got any response to that. Move into attackers. And get in there. Bing. We'll play that. And in the turn. Chemister's away, buddy. So this is looking a lot more like Esper Control that just happens to run an Orzhov Guild Gate. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and plus. See if there's anything to be said there. I don't want to play the Trustani pre-combat because I just feel like we're running into a counterspell. So instead, I'm going to play Temple Garden. I'm going to play Temple Garden tapped. Krasis for 2. Draw a card, gain a life. I'm doing this because I don't want to do nothing. Doing nothing is a good way to lose against control. You gotta apply pressure, make them kill your stuff. Make him use this chemistry on his, you know, now if he's got like a Ritual of Soot, it does hit pretty hard, yes, I'll admit that. Or Kaya's Wrath even. Okay. There's the... oh, Thought Erasure. Okay. Probably going to get rid of Trustani. That's the... oh, wow, really? Well, I'm feeling that there's a Wrath on deck somewhere. So, what I want to do then... plus... get in there. And... Deputy his search. Land for turn. Go. He doesn't know about the Flower Flourish. If he wipes the board, I can always -7. I have no idea what's going on over there. He's got a lot of untapped mana. Am I running into a Settle the Wreckage here? Is that what we're looking at? Well, let's go to combat. Or does he just have a Vraska's Contempt or something for Dovin? Surely you've got something, right? Okay. He's got something for sure. Okay. Is this the Dimir Flash guy? Oh, no. So it was Vraska's Contempt. That's fine. And then mortify him. Get your Search for Escanta back. Alright. Go ahead and play our Black Source tapped. I don't think... I'm not going to play the Trustani, even though he knows about it. Because I want him to Wrath before I do that. Ooh, he doesn't know about that either, so that works out in my favor. What you got for me? Is this the settle? No, he's only got one white source. So no, he did have the 2. There's the settle. Yeah, we'll resolve that. And we're going to march at the end of turn. We'll take that action. 1, 2, 3. And pass the turn. If he's got the negate, so be it. I assume he's got something. Let's see. I mean, a 7. He's going to flip that. Sure. We might be in a little bit of trouble here. Let's just see what he does. Reveal the top 2 cards. Let's see what land we give him. Oh, actually, I'm going to give him Eldest Reborn because that doesn't give us very well. I hope he casts it. Oh, he's not going to cast it? Okay. Alright. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, he's got a counterspell. Sure. Then we go Trostani, that he knows about. Emmara, that he didn't know about. And just hope he doesn't have it. Play your Eldest Reborn. Maybe. Yeah, I suppose I can give you Kaya. No, because that exiles a creature. This just counters a spell. I'm fine with that. I can play around a counterspell better than giving him just constant life gain each turn. Nikolai, what are you doing? My cat's getting into no good. Is he tapping mana on purpose over there? I can't tell what he's doing. We know 2 of his cards are basically useless right now. Okay. Nikki, get off of... Boy. That boy. Alright. He's gonna bury Trostani, most likely.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
If he does, we win this turn. Okay. We got it then. Get on in there. Go into face. Stoop, stoop, stoop. Good game, buddy. Woo! Snuck in one against control there. I thought we were done for. If he had had a Wrath at all in that game, we would have been not running nearly as pretty as we were. Yo, Adrian. I'm coming for you. Okay. Completely different hand this time. Yeah, we'll keep it. We just need to draw a blue source at some point to play the Krasis, and we're fine. Alright. Kind of an expensive hand we have here. We have not played a hero yet. We haven't even seen a hero. Speak of the devil. We're playing against Gates, so we're going to be ready for a Gates Ablaze real soon. Okay, gonna need a land here, so I'm gonna flower now. This does get a guy at least. Go for just the basic forest. Play the land. Get in for 1. In the turn. So we're looking for Circuitous Route, okay. That is indeed a playable card. Quite a good one, in fact. We might struggle against just the sheer power of their creatures in this deck. And of course a Gates Ablaze will hit us really damn hard, so... yeah, let's get in there. I kind of want to just play the Knight of Autumn as a 4/3. Really bait out that Gates Ablaze, because we've still got much more on deck. I'm assuming we'll see it this turn. Yeah, sure. Exactly. Maybe I should have gained life with it instead, just as more value. I really would like to hit more lands. I seem to be missing those. Well, this is not the greatest play, but hopefully no land. Damn it. I run 23 lands. It's only 1 less than the normal, and I do have 5 drops in the deck, so it might be less ideal, but I don't know. I feel like we should be okay. Another Gates Ablaze. Oh, Guild Summit. Okay. He's going to draw a piss load of cards with that. And then I'm going to Knight of Autumn it, and then he's going to Wrath in response, probably. Jesus H. Christ, that card is good. Well, I don't want to destroy that, but I do want to destroy that at the same time. Well, there's an answer. Gosh, I just really have no good plays right now. I'm missing mana so bad. I can't block him with the 2/2. Deputy is a liability because he could just get it back with a board sweep. But if he did board sweep, it would kill his own guy. So I think it's actually fine to just Deputy the Guild Summit later. I'm going to kill this thing. I don't know. Which do I kill? I need to kill one of these. I think this is more important right now. I'm going to take 8 on the chin because I can't block him, but that's mainly because I haven't drawn land to tap a creature, draw a card. That would be very nice right now. Okay, Clarion's good. Now he's going to gain a bunch of life too. Fuck me, we have lost this. Yeah, you know what? Missing on those lands, that game was way too out of hand at that point. Had 1,000 lands in play, and then he drew 1,000 cards. Maybe that's a bad matchup. I don't know. Or maybe he just, hitting 2 circuitous routes early on and then playing a Guild Summon into no counter spells. What are you going to do about that? That's just... Oh, wow. We are playing against Sexy. Oh, my God. Vivian, you are sexy. This is not awful. It's kind of creature light, but I'm beginning to think that this deck might actually just be creature light. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and keep it then. I'm going to run out the Temple Garden first. Tapped. I don't need to play Flower. Alright. Blue. Well, I might as well play out Emmara then. Without a turn 1, I'm more inclined to believe this is Drake's, which means they could have a kill spell. Blue-green. A little more confused now. So, get in there. And kaboom! We'll play Sunpetal Grove, no reason to give him more information. Growth Spiral away, you got it. So this is more than likely pure Cynic. I don't see a third color coming anytime soon. Alright, well... Because blue-green has such a hard time with creatures, I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Whoa, that's the wrong spell. Play that. I didn't even want to play a spell. I might deploy into turn. And then... No, Flower will be the turn after. Yeah, I'm going to Krasis now for 1. Well, for 2, but draw 1. Grilled Mystic, you got it. Alright, I'm still going to draw 1 game 1, and I drew a Krasis. Right over there with his friend. You two talk amongst yourselves. Sharkdo Crab. Oh my god. Nice. I love it. Pay the 2 life. We're going to give out what could be the most obvious March of the Multitudes ever here. Do I march? Yeah, I think I'm fine doing that. I don't really want to attack. I'm going to pay the 2 life and not attack. And then I'm going to March of the Multitudes. Let's see what they play first. Hopefully he adapts it and taps down, tries to tap down Emmara. Incubation Druid is fine. because I really want to draw a land next turn. Alright, so now he can't adapt. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to march for 5. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Spell Pierce, son of a bitch. I did not even remotely see. That is so damn lucky. Just straight out to have it is ridiculous. Jesus H. Christ. Well played, opponent. Well played. Oh, man. That's irritating. That is irritating. Fuck. Now what do you do? You still didn't draw a land. I'm going to Krasis for 3. Because he's not countering this shit. And then I mean, let's just, why not ever hit it? We don't need lands. Fuck lands. They're kind of pointless. No need to attack. I'll just lose my Emmara and get a 1-1. It'll be a bad trade. Fuck. Fucking Spell Pierce. Seriously. Ugh. You can't honestly play around a Spell Pierce in a deck like this. I mean, can you? Like, admittedly, yes, they've always got it. I understand that. You always have to assume they have it. But I'd be more inclined to believe they had a dive down and just use Frilled Mystic as their counter spells. Well, they're not leaving up anything that I can see. Oh, that's right. They've got Adapt. Derp. And now they can adapt the Shark to Crab, tapping down the Krasis. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll just double block here. We're fine with him taking out one of those two. No surprise there. And he's got 1 mana open. I mean, we could... I don't think I'm going to play around another Spell Pierce, honestly. I'm just going to pay the 2 life and play this guy for 4. Right. No attacks again. We're still trying to get the Flourish to go off. I can do it twice now, which is going to be good. I can deal with waiting a little bit. I've still got plenty of life. I've still got the Deploy if I ever decide I want to go that route. Alright, you got it. Does he have Trample? No. Okay. He's only 5. I'm not too worried about it anyway. Zagana. This guy is all in Simic over here. Now he has Trample, so there's no reason to block at all. You got it. Well, I mean, we're going to gain some life back with this, right? Yeah, they do have lifelink at least. Turn him sideways. I don't know if it's enough. We're going to find out. Oh yeah, he can't kill me next turn. Plus he's going to block. That's nice. Alright, and then we will play Overgrown Tomb. Pass the turn. He can attack back for 15 currently if he adapts his Druid and then spends all of his mana doing that. Actually, he can attack for 16 if he adapts his Zagana. But if he does, I won't block and then I'll just attack back next turn with another Flourish, hopefully. Hopefully, that's the plan. Okay, taps out for a big ol' Krasis. That is indeed a big ol' Krasis. You get in there for 5, no big deal. Well, that's a good one to draw. But not that good. Or is it? becomes a 6/6. It shrinks his guy. I play thing untapped. I tap one of his guys. It kills everything but the 5/5 and the 8/8. Does it really leave us ahead when we do that? I'm not sure that it does. I don't know that we've got a way out on this. His creatures are going to be all sorts of tramply. No, it leaves his 3/3 up too, so that's actually just a bad play. You know, I'm going to do this and pay the 2 life because I feel like this is our last turn regardless of what we do. What we got over here? March and 2 Hydroids. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to outpower us on the Hydroid front. I think... 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to find back the 2 Krasises. I was going to attack with Emmara, but that's not a good idea. That's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to tap it. Oh no, God, is there a good play here? Yeah, I'm going to play this guy for 2. Deputy of Detention is good against him, I feel. And then we're just going to pass turn. I've got a little bit of life block in here, plus when he goes to combat, I'm going to depose his 8/8. Hopefully he taps them all, turns them sideways. I block a couple of the lower end ones. I don't know. Do I have a way out on this? Because everything's going to have trample. I don't know. We'll let him figure out what he wants to do, and then we'll figure out from there. Tell me you're tapping out for another big-ass Krasis. Okay. Sure. Depose. Got a spell pierce because I'm ready to concede. Yep. Good game. Bye-bye. Well, that's a weird deck that I feel like would lose a lot in the meta, but definitely beat ours. Maybe I should throw some counter spells in here. I was thinking about the counter triggered abilities, because that would get those Krasises pretty well. Alright, this is a good hand. I can tell just by looking at the first 3 cards. 2-drop into multiple different hero triggers. Good chance to play our Knight of Autumn. Just a real nice low curve. And we get to see if we get them. They go first, which is less good for us, but we get to see if we want to shock on turn 1. And I think I do. No, actually I think I don't. Now that I've drawn that land, I have no reason to shock on turn 1. Let's see what their next color is, unless they're just playing mono green. Mono green so far. What big meaty bastard are you going to play this turn? Surely you've got a Steel Leaf champion, right? Druid of the Cowl. Okay. Well, we get some info from this at least. Alright, Galta. Okay. You are definitely mono green, and you are definitely big mono green. We'll play out the hero. Deputy will get Galta pretty well. Still don't want to see him come down, because where there's one, there's more than one, and they're very easy to play. Yep. I knew a Steel Leaf would be coming eventually. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Galta's not coming next turn. I'm going to play the Knight of Autumn. To make a dude. He's going to come in as a 4/3 to block this Steel Leaf. That is a fine trade for me. Now, conversely, he could just play Forest, Steel Leaf, Galta this turn. Okay, there's that option as well. Ghost Chamber. Okay. Also fine. I like that it didn't even give us the opportunity to block there because it knows we can't. It said, sorry for ya. So this sets him back. Steel Leaf being the unblockable one needs to go. I'm going to want to... I don't think I really want a flower once again. I need to... Oh, actually I do want a flower, don't I? Because then next turn I can Flourish. But at the same time, I still think it's a waste of a card to do that. No. No, it's fine. Because it's 2 turns before I can do that, and I'm going to make sure I hit a land drop. I don't think he'd block with the Guardian, but we'll find out. I've gotten 3 creatures out of it so far. I don't think he'll block. He wants to draw off of it, and he's at 20. Yeah, that didn't seem like a good block to me. Alright. Found your way there with the Wayfinder. Silhana.
Silhana means Wayfinder.
Pelt Collector. Okay. Oh, puts the Pelt Collector on top and then he has to shuffle. Oops. No blocks. No need to block. Alright. I kind of like the hero here. Because we're going to Depose. He's going to play Galta. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If he has a land, he can play Galta. If he draws a land, he can play Galta. Next to attackers. Do I want to attack it all into his 2-1? I think he'll trade probably for one of the heroes with that guy. All attack, take out the hero. If he wants to block the deputy, he's welcome to. Gain a little bit of life there. Oh wait, these don't have life gain. Derp. I art marked. Alright. We're really hoping that this Depose plus our draw step gets us a land, because then we can go full on aggro. He clearly didn't draw a land, or he would have slammed it down. Growth Chamber numero 2. There's the Galta. Resolves. Pass to attackers. Turn him sideways. Really? Oh, come on, man. Fucking attack with something. Well, there's our land. And Trostani. Now I kind of just want to play Trostani and hold up tons of blockers, go wide, and then Flourish next turn. That has to be a better play, right? Because then we can Depose on his turn. Worst thing he could have right now is a Rabid Bite. If he has a Rabid Bite, I don't know that we're going to be able to win. But he has no good attacks right now. An Adventurous Impulse will not draw him into a Rabid Bite for sure. Okay, Steel Leaf I can deal with. Really? Okay. Trade him out. That's one major threat. If he's got a second Galta, we're dead. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Alright. Alright, so here's our play. We're going to depose Galta on his upkeep. So he doesn't want to attack with, or he can't attack with him next turn. We'll figure out what he does attack with. Deploy Flourish next turn. And then hopefully that's enough. Because I really got nothing else. Alright, upkeep. Tap him, draw a card, make 2 dudes. Flip the tables a little bit in a weird, abnormal fashion. Yes, please resolve them both, thank you. No cards in hand for him right now, so there was nothing he was going to do about it. Shanna would have been nice last turn, but... Alright. So now we deploy, gain a bunch of life. Nice, he drew a land. Okay. Pass. Any attackers? End of combat, end of turn. Alright. Dude. Adapt away, you got it. Can't play him this turn though. We need the blockers now because I'm planning on going largely ham. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see. That's 5 times 4 is 20. It should be enough. Fuck it. Math is for blockers. Figure it out, opponent. Easy block. Double block. Can you double block here and survive? Okay. Wow. You are dead. You are thoroughly dead. I'm not going to say good game until it goes to damage. Because I don't know if he's being disingenuous with his good games here. He's definitely blocking every... Now okay, he's figuring out that he needs to block out and not block to kill. So, we'll figure out if he's got enough to survive. He definitely doesn't have enough to kill me. And it doesn't look like he's actually killing much of mine anyway. We're still getting through for 20 at least. There's the good game. Yeah, I thought that was going to be enough, but I didn't want to sit there and think about it. So yeah, that worked out. Well, that was fun. Didn't quite finish our quest. I'm still going to call it here because, I mean, let's face it, we know what the deck does. Played a few games with it. It's fun. It's different. Probably a couple of changes I would make to it. I don't know if I'd run 4-flower Flourish. I'd probably cut that down to 3. Maybe figure out some other good value creatures to get in the low range here. Some good multicolors. I hate that you can't look for... The way it was before is if you highlighted blue, white, and green and then hit gold, it would show all of the ones that were blue, white, blue, green, and white, green. So... No, not really big on that one. I mean, this hose is green, but that's about it. Warrant would be okay. Warden would be decent. It's sorcery speed, though. I don't know if I like that as much. I did like the Dovin, the game that we played him. I don't know if I'd want to run a third one. Skyguard is just way too expensive for a 3/3, so he is not worth it. Let's check out blue-green. We definitely want to be running multicolored where possible. Activated abilities, that doesn't affect this deck at all. This one really is useless too. We don't have a lot of 1/1 stuff. What about Incubation Incongruity? This allows us to draw a creature card, and it gives us removal. That might be fine as a 1 or 2 of. I don't think Shark to Crab is going to be what we want to do here. Maybe a Zagana, because she is a 4/4 for 4 that becomes an 8/8. Pretty good. But she is expensive to do that. I was looking into this one, actually. Countering activated or triggered abilities seems really good. And then, of course, being able to replicate Hero of Precinct One. That's basically like the quasi-duplicate Murmuring Mystic combo. That might be worth adding as a 1 or 2 of. You don't want to go too heavy on it. Frilled Mystic, I liked the idea of. Maybe we could run 2 of them. But you don't want to run too many because that is a very mana-intensive card, and you have to realize that a lot of this deck is more Selesnya. So, green, white, white. That's Orja, but it's got white in it. I mean, almost everything has white in it, and this is a double blue, double green card. So that's the reason I didn't actually include it. You'd think of it as an auto-include, but there's a good chance you won't be able to cast this until like turn 5 or 6, and it's much less good then, unless you're just countering a Wrath. But a lot of the Wraths are hitting on 4 now, so what can you do? I don't know. There's a lot that can probably be done to make this deck better. Again, I was going heavy on the creatures for the creature spells for the quest, but there's probably a good argument to put in, say, drop a Flower Flourish, put in at least one of these, drop maybe even an Emmara or a Fine Finality, because the Fine Finality is okay. Maybe drop a Krasis, but do you ever really want to drop it? I mean, a 2/2 flyer for 4 is not good, but it does, well, okay, so that's a good enough argument, because you really want to be casting this for a lot of mana, and there's a lot of times when you just won't have that, and maybe run an Incubation Incongruity. Just have this be like a toolbox type of deck. You definitely want to have as many Trustanis as you've got, although I can see shaving it down. I don't think I want to, but if you absolutely must shave a creature, shave from the top end first and work your way down. But she's so good and eats so much removal that I think it would be worth keeping her for as much as you can. I don't think that 23 lands is a problem. We just got screwed that one time. For the most part, it ran pretty well. But yeah, that's the basic deck. I'm not going to save this list as is. I'm going to just leave it the way it was. I like that icon. Bant here. You know what? You need to stop right there. Just put that hand up right in front of your face with the circles around. Yeah, you just need to stop right there. But anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed. I will be back hopefully soon with another list of my own making. I haven't done a whole lot of that lately, and it feels pretty good to do so. And win a couple games. Woohoo! Y'all take care. Good luck. If you have any changes that you would make to this, please let me know, because I am always looking for constructive criticism. And I will see you next time.